What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode number 30 of Debate and Destroy with yours truly, Blackout Bill. Joined with my co-host, as always, the Fiend from motherfucking Carrizo Springs.
Loco JJ.
Loco motherfucking JJ. What's going on, man? You ready to fucking throw it back?
I'm actually really excited to try this whiskey.
The blackened whiskey, courtesy of Sam the Destroyer. Oh, shit. His second time back on the podcast.
Yeah,
the metal mechanic himself. What about you, dude? You ready to dive into this whiskey?
I'm ready to dive in. When I picked it up, I tried it like a couple days later, and I gotta say, I was a fan of it. I don't really drink whiskey straight all that often. Normally I mix, but I didn't want to do that with this stuff.
No, gotta try it out. But anyway, we're here today to take Metallica and Megadeth's debut albums to find out which is the better.
I'm so excited for this, dude. This is such a fun matchup.
I don't even need to run through the history. If you don't know the history between Megadeth and Metallica, why the fuck are you listening or watching this?
It is literally one of the biggest rivalries in music, other than Kanye versus Taylor Swift.
No, seriously, these two are great. I love them.
Yeah, they're both great albums. If anyone's curious, we are sticking with the original versions of both, track listing and audio-wise. I know I have the remastered CD. I don't have the Kill 'Em All one up right now, but the remastered version is garbage. I don't prefer it.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's that bad, like you say.
It's not as bad as the Rust in Peace one.
The Rust in Peace is overproduced. Yeah. Holy shit.
I don't know why you would re-record, but anyway, we've gone through a tangent with that. And then on the Metallica...
we went through a tangent with that on the last episode with Sonata Arctica.
Seriously, exactly. So the only change we made was... because there was 10 tracks on Kill 'Em All. We took off Anesthesia because it's an instrumental, obviously. Yeah. And then we voted that the worst track was Metal Militia.
I personally think it's the worst track, dude.
Yeah. I think it's easily the worst
I think I don't want to say the worst track because, I mean, each song's good.
And to be honest, it's not that bad of a song.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. But of all of them, it had to be cut. Unfortunately, so we're cutting Anesthesia also?
Yeah, we have to because of the track listing, although it's an incredible song.
It is a great song.
God. It's a jam.
Yeah, it's a jam. It's a little slow to start, but it's literally just Cliff Burton writing a tech demo to show, hey, here's what I can do on bass.
Yeah, he's a badass dude. He's a bad motherfucker.
He is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, man. So track for track, each track is a pentagram of truth. If you don't know the rules, if you're your first time tuning in, it's track for track. The track that gets 2 out of 3 votes because the pentagram of truth. The album that has more pentagrams of truth at the end of the debate wins. And today we have our audio engineer in the background.
Finally
back. Our new one. Teams have changed up a little bit.
He's
silent member. So we do have some fucking riffs to play when we got our timestamps going on.
Well,
so
cheers, guys. I'm excited for this
Let's
battle.
Start the shit with our black and whiskey.
This.
Oh, cheers to that, brother. Get up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And to the engineer.
Big hit. All right, guys, let's start with that track number 1, the first taste we ever get of these two legendary bands.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the Lights versus Last Rites, Love to Death.
Damn, what a battle,
That's
dude.
A battle.
That is easily a battle.
That is, dude. To Hit the Lights opening,
yeah,
dude,
it's classic.
It's just so classic.
That's a great way to just start your career, like the instruments coming in.
I think it's a great opener live.
Live is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever listened to the live album Through the Never?
Yeah,
dude. We saw it fantastic. Yeah, it is.
In the movies or whatever.
See, my brother went to go see it in the theater. I was stuck at work. He came back going, dude, I met Rob Trujillo. And it's just like, fuck you.
Really? At a theater in San Antonio?
Sick.
Yeah, he was at the Palladium.
No shit, dude. Where did we go see it? We saw the Heavner.
Yeah, we did.
We fucked up,
dude. Y'all fucked up because Kirk was at Silverado.
What?
Yeah.
That's
fucking
crazy.
Mm-hmm. Why were we in San Antonio?
They were just helping promote the movie, man.
Dude, that's the shit.
That's insane.
They were selling shirts, autographs, shit like that. By the time my brother got out to get to it, they sold out of shirts because he was saying, I'm going to get you a shirt. He didn't fucking get me a shirt.
What a bastard. Shout out to Sam's brother.
Yeah. But I love how they went into Hit the Lights on that album.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
on the live album, it was great.
It's the epitome of thrash to me, dude.
It really
that 34 seconds in, let's fucking go.
And the riff is not written by anyone in either of these bands right now. The riff was written by that one guy. I don't even remember his name.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Their first bassist?
Their first guitarist.
The first guitarist.
Yeah. Before
I
both
think before Dave. It might have been the first bassist.
Yeah, because they didn't.
Don. No, I don't remember their names. I fucked up.
No, because if I remember correctly, Dave was the first guitarist, but then they had a bassist right before Cliff.
I thought they had a guitarist before Dave who wrote this song. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I checked on Wikipedia, as much as they are right,
Yeah.
the writing credits for it were specifically Hetfield and Ulrich.
Hetfield and Ulrich, yeah.
Oh,
So it's before.
okay.
I know it's pre-Mustaine, but I
Yeah,
thought
it's definitely
Guthrie or
pre-Mustaine.
Gut. There was another guitarist.
Yeah,
I know
there's
that
another
provided
one for
this
sure.
riff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
okay.
bring him out for that Metallica. Did you ever see like they had that 30 years of Metallica show where it was smaller, and they bring out Dave Mustaine.
So I heard about it. I never got a chance to actually watch
Oh,
it.
that's
Oh, okay.
incredible,
So
dude.
they
You gotta
bring out
see it.
the guitarist who wrote this riff. It's
Okay.
it's a black dude, and I don't remember his fucking name.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. So anyway, this riff, credit to him. It's a great riff. Great way to start an album. But fucking going to the killing is my business side.
Okay,
Last
that,
Rites,
that intro.
awesome.
Dude,
Just
I
that
love the
bass and
piano.
that piano right
It's
there.
eerie
Oh,
and
man.
That
creepy.
bass mimicking the piano was like
Yeah.
one of my favorite things.
Exactly.
I love that. I've been wanting, after listening to it again after all these years, I'm just like, I'm going to learn that. I'm going to learn how to play that bass.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You got to, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's so much fun.
One of my favorite things ever, because like Dave's go-to thing is where he does like the wow. But
Yeah.
this one is the best one out of all this. Wow. What do we call that? Dave's little grunts, his little growl
Yeah,
thing.
dude, he does some
This
crazy.
this is like he literally snorted a fat line of
Dude,
coke.
he was like,
God, this dude
Probably
is
did.
so, oh my! It sounds like a speedball. He just fucking ripped it and just goes wow, and it just fucking rips, dude. That
Dude.
riff,
54
Holy
seconds
shit.
and let's
So
go, dude.
good.
That's circle pit heaven.
that's like
yes.
if any, because I know a lot of people talk about speed metal, and for the longest time I was like, what the fuck? What's the difference between speed and thrash? I would say this riff is speed metal.
It's borderline for sure.
Like I don't know what else to define speed
I
metal
think
as.
it's borderline.
And the fact that Dave can play this shit and sing at the same time,
Yeah.
like I can't imagine in fucking what it is, 85 or 84,
Dude,
seeing
it
the
would've
OG
been so
Megadeth
fast
lineup,
live.
and this is what they come out to.
Oh my god.
Be Circle Pit heaven.
Yes, you seriously, man.
I love it.
Although, let me say this. I do not like the vocals on, well, I'm just going to say it, on most of the album.
Ooh, yeah.
On most of Killing Is My Business, I think that Dave Mustaine does not know how to sing. I think that he is mumbling
not-
his words all the way.
Damn.
He definitely improves for
He
sure
definitely improves
throughout his
over the years,
career.
but he is in this album. He is just
He
bad.
is pretty
You can
weak,
tell
dude.
that his strength is the guitar.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Hetfield was the singer. Mustaine left and he
I
went, well, I
agree.
can sing too. And look what happened. He could not at that time.
Although
Yeah.
I will pinpoint, I really like these lyrics from Last
Oh,
Rites.
Last
They're
Rites,
pretty.
I do love
They're
those
pretty
lyrics are really
twisted,
good.
dude.
Yeah, I do agree. I don't mind Dave's voice, but you already know I'm Droogie 101. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. I know it's shrill. I know it's like could be bad, but for me, it's just like I've listened to it so much that I don't know. I don't mind it.
Right.
I think it's like if it wasn't thrash, it wouldn't work, but it is.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think his voice works for it, but I do agree that he improves so much more in Peace Cells, and then
Oh, of
Rest in Peace,
course,
he sounds
yes.
amazing. But you can say the same thing with James. I think the next album, Ride the Lightning, he gets way better, and then
Yeah.
Master is just like,
Oh, dude,
His
he's
voice is
incredible. Yeah.
yeah.
But my point more so is that with Killing Is My Business, it's so hard to understand many of the lyrics without having the sheet literally in front of you going, okay, what is Mustaine saying? With Kill 'Em All, you don't really have that same problem. You're listening, you can understand what he's saying. The pitch may be not exactly always on key.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
I see
very
what you
high
mean.
in
Yeah.
his-
He's
his
got a lot of
pitch,
clarity.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
got
know
a
what
lot
you
of
mean.
clarity in his voice, and that's
Yeah.
a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I would.
Yeah. What do you think? I was going to ask both y'all. What do y'all think about the laughing section on this one?
Dude, that's
it go on
cheese,
too
man.
long, or
That's
do
a
you like
little
it?
cheese for
It's a
me.
little cheesy?
A
Yeah.
little cheesy, but
I like it.
I don't mind cheese.
He's
Y'all
in
know.
hell. They're in
Yeah.
hell,
Yeah.
dude. So, yeah, I guess each to its
Or
own.
the
Right.
very last line where he actually says, I loved you to death.
Dude, I like that part. I personally
And he
like
just
that.
gives that scream.
Yes.
I actually really like
wow.
Damn.
I
Damn.
think that's-
Both classics.
Musically, they're both pretty equal to me. But are we making picks or no?
I'm ready
You
to
could,
pick.
unless you want to. Did you want to use your riff for this song?
Nah, I'll wait a little bit.
You're going to wait?
I'll wait a little bit.
Damn.
I'll wait a little bit.
Oh, and by the way, Garrett just let me know, which is the guy behind the camera. The guitarist is Lloyd Grant. Is the
Lloyd
one that,
Grant.
Oh,
the one that
okay.
so shout out to you, Lloyd Grant. What a great riff. Don't know what you did after that.
Great
Sucks that you wore to Metallica the rest of your life.
Oh, man. Like I was
Same
saying.
to Dave, dude.
You.
Sorry you're not a millionaire, because that song alone would probably made you a lot of money.
Fuck
Huh,
yeah,
maybe
dude,
that's
seriously.
where what the character of Magnus from Metalocalypse came after.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
shit.
I don't even remember that character. Who is that?
He was the guitarist before Toki.
Oh,
It's a playoff. Oh, my
good old
gosh.
Toki.
But like I was saying, dude, both of these to me equally musically are equal to each other.
I don't
But
agree.
I like both of them, but what makes a separation for me is Last Rites is lyrics because they're so eerie.
Really, you're
and
not
twisted.
even a lyric guy. You're gonna go. With
I know
lyrics.
exactly, and that's where you have to pinpoint because to me they're really superior songs, and that's why I'm going with Last Rites. Dude.
Damn, that's a big hit. You're like a Metallica fan.
I know I'm a Metallica fanboy, but I had to be open minded here. And both these albums, I really love them, and I'm going with Last Rites here.
Well, as the other Metallica fanboy sitting at this table, I will tell you this: that Last Rites, I didn't have a single song from this album, from Killing Is My Business, on my playlist.
Yeah,
Last Rites is now officially on that playlist.
Damn. There we go.
But I'm voting Hit the Lights.
Woo! Oh, what's your reason?
I've just always loved that song. How heavy of an intro it is.
Yeah.
And it's not just the intro to this song. It's not just the intro to this album. It is the intro to a career that influenced so many musicians on this planet.
It is defining.
That is very true.
There is almost not a single band in the metal genre that you can say was not influenced by Metallica.
Yeah.
Or influenced by another band that was influenced by Metallica.
In some way.
Obviously, unless they came out before Metallica. You're not going to say Iron Maiden was influenced by them. But anyone that came after, they have something to give to Metallica, or at least one of the members of the Big Four. But Hit
that's
the
very
Lights,
true.
Big for me. That's where I'm voting.
What are you going with, Will?
All right, so here's the thing with this. I think Hit the Lights has a, they both come out of the gate swinging. Great.
They do.
But
they really do.
Hit the Lights, to me, has not aged as well as I wanted it to. I still love it. But out of this album, it's not a top tier track for me. Wow. I think it's good still, but some of it's just, I don't know. There's just something about Last Rites, I think, that once I hear that riff and it's Circle Pit City, I'm like, dude, this is such a banger.
So
I can't.
It's
you know what I
heavy.
mean? Whereas the other one, Hit the Lights, is more about the singing, hit the light. It's more about the catchiness. And I like it. Every time I see it live, I'm going to sing it.
It's a sing-along.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't imagine seeing fucking just that riff.
Oh, my God. Yes,
oh,
dude.
my God.
You would go fucking
the
haywire.
first time I heard this song, I fell in love with it instantly. I could say the same thing for Hit the Lights, but this is one of the ones where I'm just like, dude, the guitar playing is too much. I got to go with it. A little bit more extreme. I like my metal a little bit more extreme sometimes.
Yeah, right.
So I got to go with this one. Now, we'll go through the album. That's not always going to be the case because obviously that's the big difference between these two albums.
Of course.
Is that the Metallica one has a little bit more groove, a little bit more catchiness, but the aggression's on the Megadeth side.
Right.
So for me, I think the aggression outbeats the grooviness of the Hit the Lights. So I'm going to go with Last Rites.
Damn.
So Last Rites gets the pentagram of truth. That's gonna get people going. All right, let's go to track number 2. Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good versus the Four Horsemen.
This one is fucking hard. This one's
I don't think it's that hard.
What? I think both are incredible.
Both are incredible,
both
but
are incredible. To me, it's not that hard either. I already know where I stand.
One transcends.
I know what I'm going to go with.
so we all already know. Do we even want to try making arguments before we?
We should talk about.
Let's
the
do a
songs
countdown. I want to see if everybody agrees with this.
All right, then do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Four Horsemen. All right.
Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about it a second. Because Four Horsemen's obviously a song written by Dave. It's the Mechanix.
Right.
The reason we didn't do Mechanix is we do the same track for tracks. We'll talk about halfway through comparing Four Horsemen to Mechanix.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But Four Horsemen.
And why Four Horsemen's better.
Yes.
It's refined, dude.
So Four Horsemen is taking what Metallica does best, is arranging parts and making catchy fucking songs.
Oh my gosh.
Mechanix, yes, is a very thrashy fucking songs. And this song can be played that way, like the dun 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 dun, like even faster than it needs to be.
Yeah.
But that middle section where they bring Kirk and they do that little slow down part, makes the song.
I love that part.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And the lyrics for Four Horsemen are way
better.
I love the
better than
lyrics on that.
Mechanix.
Yeah, Mechanix one's a little. Come on,
But we're not
Dave.
arguing about Four Horsemen versus Mechanix.
Yeah, we're talking about Killing Is My
Killing Is
Business.
My
We're talking
And
about
now,
Killing Is My Business
is probably the grooviest song on the album.
Yeah, and the lyrics are cool too. I
Yeah.
actually like these lyrics.
I do
too.
love
about
the
the
lyrics.
hitman, the twist in the
Yeah.
middle.
I do love the
after
part-
you.
Oh yeah, and I'm coming after you. Yeah,
Dude, it's so cool. I love it.
I know that's very true. But that opening riff, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. You know what? I'm gonna use that as my riff. Get that shit going. Unfortunately, this is the remastered version of Killing Is My Business.
Whatever.
But I love this title track so much. I gotta hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a fucking classic.
I do love
Killing Is
it.
My Business.
The title track. Get up, Garrett. It's oh. Uh-oh. Everyone get up. You know what time it is.
Such a cool opener.
Gotta thrash through the fucking pit.
Groove it. Dude, that is a riff, man.
That is a
Yeah.
fucking riff.
Dave's got the tails on there.
Dude. He's crazy
Oh,
good.
yeah. And that part, too, where you can hear Elfson. Love it.
Well, that's the other thing.
Very
Like,
good.
from what I heard from the original recording, at least, because I was on Spotify, and I'm not really sure if what I was hearing was the original recording.
Spotify's
of
the
it.
remastered.
Spotify is
Yeah.
the remaster. I had so much trouble hearing the bass track on almost every single song. On the
thought-
Yeah,
album,
you can-
except for obviously Last Rites, because I mean that was
Yeah.
the forefront.
It's
of
clear
that
cut,
intro.
yeah.
I
for
think
sure.
on this Megadeth album, the original version, I can hear the bass cut through pretty well on
Okay.
some parts. Like that, you'll hear him mirroring in the background a lot. But I do agree, like when they just do like low end chugging riffs, it's kind of hard to hear Elfson
Yeah.
stand out. But once he starts like doing that, like doodle 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 doodle, you can
Yeah,
kind of
there
hear
you
him.
can catch
So
it.
it's pretty high up
so
in the mix.
catchy. Yeah.
But I do love when Dave comes in. I am the sniper.
Yeah,
Always
it's
in
an
the-" Oh,
incredible
so
song.
good.
That's why it's
That
close
is
to me.
easily one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
songs on the album.
Yeah, it's a great fucking
Because
song.
so many transitions too.
I do love it, but it's just nowhere near the catchiness of the Four
I
Horsemen.
know, and that's why I'm gonna use my
Well-
Four Horseman riff, dude.
Damn, you're gonna use the same one?
Yeah,
Dig
dude.
it.
Put on a 237. It's the ultimate transition for me. Dude. It's one of my favorites of all time.
No exaggeration there. It is the ultimate.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm not even
transition.
exaggerating. I love this.
Super Saiyan Metallica mode, the ultimate transition. Oh,
Dude. It's so good. I can't take it.
Yeah, it is great.
turn
Fucking
that shit
love
up,
it.
dude.
Oh yeah, gotta hear this.
Right there, dude. That's all you need.
That's all you need, the same riff.
That's like you gotta dance to that shit. It's all on you.
groovy and heavy at the same time. Stop it.
Yeah, dude, I agree. I think that's one of the parts that separates it so much from Mechanix. That part just really gives it another dimension. And then especially when we saw Four Horsemen live, that part just gets you in a mood. Dude.
Yeah,
Like, let's groove. Let's
absolutely.
groove it
It's
up.
fucking great.
But yeah, both songs great, but I think clearly Four Horsemen is the better song. Which sucks to say because you know Dave
yeah.
wrote it, but
I mean,
it really is. They
it's hard.
improved it.
It's hard to say that, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would agree. I guess
So,
it's
I,
not hard.
I think it's
yeah.
easy to say that
Yeah.
Four Horsemen's the better version. I even took Mechanix and slowed it down by 10% to match what Four Horsemen was, and it honestly, it's not better slowed down, but I still didn't like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll go into more details when we get to Mechanix
Yeah.
about like how I feel about that song. Like it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't know how, I got to hear the logic on how that could be a better song. Just because it's thrashier doesn't make it a better song. Like I just don't know how it could be a better song than Four Horsemen. You know what I mean? Everything about Four Horsemen is better. The production obviously is better. The added parts give us more dimensions. Kirk's solo on this album, although he's imitating Dave's solo,
Yeah.
sounds better than Dave's solo, obviously because the production
Yeah.
Right.
on Kills My Business.
Also
Although
the,
he just
also
rip
the
it.
bass track from everything that I could hear, because again, I was having trouble with Killing Is My Business as
Yeah.
far as the bass track goes. Cliff laid down a great bass track on this song,
Yeah.
and on Mechanix, it just doesn't. It feels
You
like
don't
it's
hear
trying to
Ellefson.
imitate. It feels like Elfson's trying to imitate the guitar too much. It doesn't feel like he's
Yeah,
trying to
I
do
just
his
think
own
it's
thing.
just structured
Whereas,
perfectly.
like, you know, on that part, you can hear, like, what's it called? Cliff Burton getting it.
Yeah.
You know, in the
Yes.
groove-wise, more in the pocket. What were you
Oh,
say,
for
though?
sure. Oh, just saying, that, like this song's structured perfectly, dude. And it's
I know.
great,
It's-
man.
It honestly
Yeah.
might be one of my favorite songs of the album. I put it top 3. Four
Yeah,
Horsemen.
for sure.
Like, how you going to beat it? It's so good. And then
I
Kills
know.
My Business might be top 3, too. But
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why it's so tough.
All right, so Four Horsemen against the Pentagram of Truth. Let's move on to track number 3, which is Motorbreath versus The Skull Beneath the Skin.
I don't think this one's close.
I don't-
Personally,
I don't think it is
What?
either.
I don't
What?
think it's
This one
close,
isn't close?
dude.
What are you guys
Yeah.
going with?
I'm gonna go Motorbreath.
I'm going Skull
Whoa!
Beneath the Skin, dude.
See-
Oh my god, I love
Okay,
that
Oh,
song.
hold on, real quick. Can I hear the intro to Skull Beneath the Skin real quick? Because I want to make sure that I'm listening to the right song.
Dude,
You,
You're gonna love
if you
it.
don't know, then you don't know.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
no, I
crawl
hate
it.
this. I hate
What?
Sam, what the hell?
No.
Let's hear one, let's hear one, let's
It
hear
has
one.
nothing to do with the fact that Dave Mustaine is trying to shred on that guitar. It has to do with the quality of
Oh,
it.
the production's
It's
horrible.
The production is
Yeah.
horrible, and that is my
But it-
problem with it.
Yeah.
That-
the
to me,
song
that's such a-
itself is
no,
incredible.
That one spot killed that song for me because they did
Wow.
not. it wasn't produced properly. He didn't take the time to actually clean it properly. He was probably on too much cocaine or too drunk to actually do it right.
Have you heard the story?
I don't give a shit.
I was gonna say, have you heard the story of this album? Like
I
the
have
legend.
not. No.
So Combat Records gave Megadeth $8,000 to record this album. And apparently Dave Mustaine said that apparently $6,000 to $7,000 of that budget was spent on heroin.
That explains everything. That explains everything about this song specifically.
Oh my gosh.
I hate how terrible that intro is.
Oh, I don't think it's terrible.
I don't
dude.
think
if it wasn't for the production, I don't think it's a terrible intro. I think it's a good intro.
I think it's a good build.
It is a good build. It is a good intro. The production just killed it for me.
Wow.
It sounded like your 15-year-old cousin that just picked up guitar and goes, "Hey, look, I can sweep pick." And no, it reminds me of when my cousin tried fucking playing Coheed and Cambria's "Welcome Home," playing the intro, and it's just like, that doesn't sound right at all. But it's like, oh, I'm so good at this. No. Fuck that kid, and fuck Dave Mustaine for spending 90% of the budget on heroin.
It could have been such a
He
superior
was just
album.
trying to live the rock star life.
He was.
How would
But
you cope?
become a rock star before you live that life.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's crazy. But the
I'm
whole
sorry.
song, dude,
I'm
is
sorry.
such a shredder.
I'm sorry. I'm pissed off from work today. I might be taking it out a little bit too much on
You're
this
taking
song.
it out on Dave, dude. What did Dave do? Dave for president, man. What's the meme?
my.
Like the meme with his face everyone puts up from the fucking Metallica documentary. It's like I was kicked out of the band. You know what I'm talking about?
Jeez, I haven't seen that in a long
Didn't
time.
he
Dude, he
kick
spent the
Hetfield's
budget
dog-
'cause he
Didn't he
kicked out
kick
the band.
Hetfield's dog like over a fence or some shit?
No, he kicked the dog apparently because I don't remember. No, Hetfield kicked his dog.
Really?
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit that went on. There's no way to
Crazy
know how much of it
stories.
is true.
Yeah.
All we know at this point is that they have made amends.
They have made events.
Yeah,
That's
true
all
So
we
they
know.
say.
So,
True that.
Yeah, so cheers to that.
Cheers to that. JJ, what do you guys say about this?
Dude,
Because I agree with Sam, dude. The production
yes,
at the first
but
part
the
is
song,
horrible.
the song itself is fucking
'Cause
fantastic.
It is such a good song, dude. Like when it
Dude, the
picks up,
bass line, the drumming, and then just Dave
When that-
shredding. Oh
bro,
my
those
gosh.
riffs. It's just riff after
There's
riff
multiple
after riff.
transitions, and it's fantastic. I love it.
And you can hear how this definitely inspired like the more extreme genres of metal.
Yep,
Like
that's
even
true.
death metal, like some of the riffs are just too good. Like if they
Yeah,
were
dude.
tuned down lower and stuff, you can see how people ripped a lot from this.
Yeah, I'd
This
say at
song's
that
a
po-
banger.
I'd say at
Like,
that
I
point,
like
it sounded like
Motorbreath.
D-side or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like Motorbreath, dude, but dude, Lars kills it for me
Oh,
on this.
man,
Dude. He's
Lars
really
is
bad.
No,
at
you're
this.
right about that. You
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
right about that. Honestly, Motorbreath is not in my top half of this album.
No, this
either.
was one of the
I
ones-
just hate that intro, and that's enough to kill the song.
Dude,
for
that's
me. I'm
insane.
sorry.
Because I would put Motorbreath bottom 3 songs.
I think it's
Motorbreath,
the
No
worst.
Remorse.
It's
and
Metal Militia,
Metal
then Motorbreath for me.
See, for
Yeah.
me,
That's
Really?
worse songs.
No, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
I would honestly say that Motorbreath and Militia are the two worst. Personally, I'd put Motorbreath below Mel Militia, but at the same time, that song has to die.
Damn.
Re-record that shit. Actually, re-record that shit with better production instead of saying, "Oh, hey, yeah, we're gonna re-record the album," and it still sounds like shit.
Yeah, out of all the things to not re-record, you don't re-record that intro.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing anyone wanted re-recorded. But also, the lyrics are great because it's about Vic's construction. You know,
Dude,
I gotta
that's-
love it.
dude,
And
that's
when he hits the
insane.
scarf and need the skin.
Oh man, so much
Oh,
fun.
there's so many riffs. But honestly, I like Motorbreath. It's just such an average song. It's not great. I mean, if
agree.
I saw it live, I'd be like Motorbreath. So I live my life. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other way? Like it's just it's good, not great.
I feel like it's the escape of this album.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
You know what? I agree with that. That's
It's
pretty
not.
funny.
It's kind of a
yeah.
cop out song.
It is
Yeah.
a cop out song, dude.
It kind of reminds me of like Motorhead. Like I think that's why it's called
rock and roll.
Motorbreath.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the obvious influence right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude.
Nah,
I know
dude,
you hate the intro, but you know I'm gonna use my riff for Megadeth.
As long
Damn.
as,
46 seconds
Okay.
in for Skull Beneath.
as long as the intro's done by that point.
It is.
I've heard that
Jesus.
intro enough in my life.
It'll be after
Dude,
the
Sam's
intro.
hot. Sam is hot today.
You know what?
Dude, look at this.
Oh,
shirt.
turn that up.
And in the background of the guitar.
When it transitions to this like second part of it, sounds butter.
Multiple transitions
Yeah.
after that.
if it wasn't for that intro, this song would have won hands down. I'm sorry.
Get out of the way. Oh
Dave
my
kills,
god,
man.
dude! If you don't headbang to that, fuck you.
It's just too good.
I love that shit, and then
I'm
it just
taking
continues
Skull,
and
dude.
continues. I'm taking Skull too, man.
Whoa!
I love Skull Beneath the Skin.
Yeah,
That's
same
probably my
here.
second favorite song on the fucking record.
I think so too.
Does it sound better live? Has he ever played it live?
I
don't
wish
think
I would've
ever-
saw
I don't think
that.
they ever played it live.
Oh, I
Not
don't
that I
know.
know of. It's really close between Killers My Business, Skull Beneath the Skin. They're like neck and neck for me. But I do love the song. I understand your gripes with it. For sure, it's definitely a complaint of this album. But I'm such a diehard.
Yeah.
I forgive them, and I understand what they were going for. But yes, it does
They were
sound...
going for heroin.
They were going for heroin. And that's why it's okay. Because, kids, when you're writing a good song, it doesn't matter about the production. It
That's
matters
right.
about the drugs you were on to inspire the song. That takes precedence
Oh my gosh.
over everything.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's how Iron Butterfly wrote Inagata Davida. So
Exactly,
yeah.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
And where did that take them? Into the atmosphere. I can't even name another Iron Butterfly song.
Nope, no one else knows.
No one
another
else
song of
knows.
theirs.
They only know
When it's
Inagata.
on The Simpsons and they're making a joke about the organ player in the church playing Inagata Davida, that is amazing.
There you go. All right, guys, let's move on to track number 4. This is a blowout.
This might
Track
be the
number
biggest
4.
joke ever,
This is the biggest joke on earth. Jump in the fire versus these boots.
dude.
You want to count this one down again?
Yes.
Okay, hold. Okay.
Oh,
No.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm confused because on the versions that I listened to, These Boots was the last song on the album.
Okay, that's
Okay,
what I said
okay,
earlier,
here's
but
why,
that's
here's
the
why.
remastered
So
one.
on the
Yeah, okay.
remastered,
Yeah.
the reason they did that on the remastered version, because it was Elvis Presley's daughter who wrote the song, right? These Boots.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
think so. Yeah.
I believe the producer of that song on the original version got mad at the original version that Megadeth wrote for this song because he adds like a couple cuss words in it or whatever.
But then there was censorship. Is that what all that beeping was?
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
it was, dude.
Oh
No
my
joke.
god.
Yes. So
Yeah.
when Megadeth re-recorded this album, they censored it and put it as like the last track to kind of like,
Oh
like
my
distance
God.
themselves away from it.
Yeah.
That's why the re-recording of this version sounds even worse than
Yeah, it's
the
really
original
bad.
time Megadeth
Oh
covered
my
this
god.
song.
Because I heard a version of it on Spotify that has all the lyrics,
Yeah.
none of that censored beeping on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but I heard that after I heard it because I'm hearing the beeping in my head while I'm working on a car, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Why
in the
the
same
hell?
boat.
But
dude. I was
all
like,
in all,
what?
it's
Yeah.
not like a good cover.
Never.
Like it's
No.
just
I mean, honestly, either way, it would have been destroyed. It would have been gone against like Seek and Destroy. It would've
oh
got
yeah,
raped.
it was going to get
Yeah.
Secret Shorts another blowout. This is the worst song for sure on this album.
Yeah.
I
don't
it's
know why
probably
it
the
was
worst
on
song that Megadeth has ever done.
Whoa,
I don't know, man.
That
They
is
got
not
some,
true.
They got some bad songs.
Oh, there's a lot of bad
I am
Megadeth
not the biggest
songs.
Megadeth fan, so
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure. I've
Just
not
listen
listened
to
all the
Collider.
garbage.
Super Collider Risk. There's just bad songs.
Wasn't Super Collider the album that was recorded like right before David Draymond started producing for them?
I'm
David
not too
Draymond
sure.
produced for
No.
that?
David
What?
Draymond produced one of Megadeth's albums. Also produced.
You sure you're not thinking of Trivium?
He did.
No,
He
he
definitely did
No,
trivia.
he produced a Trivium album. I'm pretty sure he produced a because
You gonna fact check us, Garrett?
Fact
Garrett,
check
fact check
us.
us.
okay. I was about to do the fact check. That works
He's
out.
also young Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
But yeah, he did. David Draymond did. God, which Trivium album fucking was?
He did Vengeance Falls.
Yeah.
There we go.
Vengeance
That is
Falls.
It's my favorite album by them. I can't fucking remember.
David Draymond, did he produce what's the one after Super Collider? That'd be
13?
Dystopia. No,
No, it'd be
Dystopia.
Dystopia.
13
Or
did
maybe
Super
Su-
Collider.
Just look up who produced Dystopia by Megadeth.
While you're at it,
Yeah.
also look up Super Collider because I think that came out around the same time that I was reading about this.
I'm
Okay,
not too sure.
Super Collider for
Huh.
sure came out before Dystopia. Don't think Draymond produced any Megadeth albums.
I don't think so either.
If you look up David Draymond produced Megadeth albums, you should find something.
Yeah, that would pop up real quick.
That would pop up because that's
Yeah.
like a huge. That's Disturbed singer, by the way.
Yeah, that would be.
He's got it.
Honestly, if David Draymond produced an album for Megadeth, it would sound way better than anything Megadeth has ever done. So
Whoa!
Wow,
I'm
dude.
just throwing shade.
Dude, you're
here.
a fan. You're
dude,
a fanboy
that-
though, Sam. You're a
Sam,
big
that
old
honestly,
fanboy.
That
No,
just
I
changed
love-
my whole
I
mind
love-
about you.
No. I'm kidding. Obviously, I love
I don't know if
Disturbed.
you're
I
kidding.
love
You
Metallica.
apologize to the guitar, all right? You apologize to Rust in Peace.
Oh my gosh! But
Go Menozai.
but jumping in the fire,
Dude, Jump in the Fire.
Jump in the Fire is a great
And
fucking
you know,
song.
Lars has talked about that that drum intro is their knockoff of Run to the Hills, like
Yeah.
you know, which is whatever. I don't know why he shits on the song because that riff is great.
Yeah,
it's
it's fucking
basic,
fun.
but it's such a catchy
Yeah,
riff.
it is.
Yeah.
Jump in the
That's what I'm
fire,
saying.
yeah.
I think it's the catchiest. from
Great
the,
so-
the album.
Oh, Catcher's Riff on the album?
I think so.
Ooh, I don't know. I think Seek and Destroy is the most
I was
going to
say Seek and Destroy. Yeah.
Wow.
Dun, dun, diddling, and niddling, and
I'm not saying. Oh,
that's
I
the
think
most
Seek and
catchy.
Destroy is a heavier riff, but this one's just catchiness, the catchiness of the song.
I'm sorry, but the moment I pick up my bass every single day when I'm going to practice, well, I don't practice every single day. I mean, the days that I do practice, I play 2 riffs first before I do anything else. It's fucking NIB.
Oh, got to.
And then the second one is Seek and Destroy.
Okay, great. Yeah, I always play.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
it
that's
is
true. What was I going to say? With Jump in the Fire, this is one of my favorite Kirk Hammett solos probably on this album. And he goes like, come on, jumping. And he has that climb up the fretboard. He just fucking slays it.
The guy
Sounds
shreds.
great on this album.
The man shreds in this song.
But yeah, this is
there's not much to it. It's pretty simplistic, you know? It's
No, it is.
straightforward, and it's a good song.
I think Jump in the Fire is like middle tier. Like it's getting close to that top, but it still isn't in the top.
I would say
it feels like a happy song, but it's like literally jumping into hell, right?
I guess so, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. This is the longest that anyone should have ever spent talking about Jump in the Fire versus these boots.
Yeah, these boots.
Yeah.
God.
Well, this is a wipeout.
And you know what's funny is that on Peace Sells, they do another country cover, and now I can't remember the fucking song that's called.
We might
Oh,
need
Bad
to-
Omen. No, not Bad Omen.
That's not Bad Omen.
It's the
for
one
sure
after
no.
Bad Omen.
So did we get a fact check on that, David Draymond?
That says that he helped contribute to Super Collider. Didn't
Oh.
Okay.
produce their latest album.
Wow.
Okay, so he
I
helped
didn't
produce
know.
Dystopia. Sam was right. Okay,
wow.
damn, big hit. He had some influence on Super Collider. I wouldn't
Super
claim
fan
that if I
here.
was Draymond. I'd back away from that. But yeah, producing Dystopia, that's pretty cool because Dystopia was a killer record. It's a killer record.
Yeah.
They both came back with good records that year. but
I agree with that.
now I can't remember what I was saying about the other country cover. It's on Peace Sells. I'll pull it up.
We got a fact checker.
We got a fact checker.
He's
We
just
do.
too busy drinking whiskey over there to do his job.
Dude, he's done already.
No, I can pull it up real fast. I think it's easier for me to pull it up than him.
Oh my god.
For this one specifically, the Peace Sells one. It is I Ain't Superstitious.
Oh, okay. Is
That
that even
one-
a country song?
That's a country song, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They do 2 country covers, and then they don't do covers for like the next couple albums. But I Ain't Superstitious sounds way better than these boots.
Yeah, I
for like
agree
the
with
Megadeth
that.
cover wise. But anyway, we're fuck this. We're going on too long. Jump in the Fire is so much better than these boots. That's the biggest joke. All right, we're halfway. Let's talk about the motherfucking album covers. Let's talk about the originals first.
Oh,
so the original Megadeth album cover. Have you seen it?
I might need to look it up.
Look it up.
Well,
So look
it's
up the
blank.
original. So the original for everyone out there, that's the one where it's just horrible. There's
That's like $10.
There's
That's
like
like
$10. There's like
$10.
ketchup on it. There's the shitty skull
That
of
fake ass
Vic,
skull
the
and
fake
the
skull,
hooks.
Yeah, with the hooks in it, and then
so
it has the
bad.
Megadeth logo, but in the worst lettering you've ever seen.
Dude.
Okay, the one that looks like a budget Slipknot mask.
Yes,
Oh
that is the
my
one.
gosh.
That is
Okay.
horrible.
So obviously, Kill 'Em All is the better album cover.
yes.
Even
But-
though the Kill 'Em All one really isn't that.
as simple as it is.
And it's not that good either.
It's okay.
It's just a hammer.
It's just simple hammer bleeding. This remastered
this
CD
one
looks
is
sick.
so
The
much
remaster one
better.
is a lot.
A lot
It's
better.
so much better.
That's so much better. Is
Yeah.
that better than the Kill 'Em All one?
Yeah,
I think so, too.
absolutely.
I would say so,
But we're
yeah.
going original, so Kill 'Em All wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the original Kill 'Em All wins.
Kill 'Em
So,
All.
seeing as we're talking about album covers and we're missing an album cover, let's talk about this whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I say.
We've drank it. We haven't had a chance to talk about it.
It's very
pretty
smooth.
Sweet.
It is.
It's a smooth whiskey, though.
It's smooth, but it's pretty sweet. So if you're like a diehard whiskey guy,
Doesn't it have scotch? It's blended, right?
I don't. Let's find out.
Oh, it says right there.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
It
it's
says
got
a
a bunch
blend
of
of.
straight whiskey finished in black brandy casks.
Oh,
So that's
okay,
probably
so
why
brandy.
it's sweeter because of the brandy.
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, I drink it. I like it.
Yeah.
Like I said, for me, it's on the sweeter side of whiskeys. I'm not like a whiskey expert, but that's the only thing I
No.
pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is smooth. I don't have acid reflux right now, so I'm doing pretty good. You know,
See, I
I'm
popped some
not
Tums
drunk.
before this because everything gives me acid reflux. So
look,
Oh, man.
I look at drinking like I look at music and metal. I don't need to dissect it and say, oh, all these fucking fancy words about it.
Oh,
Does
I
it
agree.
bang? It
Yeah.
bangs. All right,
That's
I can
right.
drink it.
If
I
it's
like
good,
it.
it's good.
Let's get fucked up. I don't got to overcomplicate this
I like
shit.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People might, hit the lights. Oh, dissect it. It's not that technical, but it bangs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Four Horseman bangs.
Don't
This
matter.
bangs like Four Horseman.
This bangs,
Although
dude.
I will say, for $60, I'm not buying it. All right.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
How much
I
was
fo-
it, Sam?
I found it for 45.
Okay, 45
Okay,
is
I
not
think that's
bad.
like the top notch
Yeah,
that I would pay
I think
for
that's
this.
the most that I would
Yeah.
spend on this.
If it
And
did
I
not
was-
have the Metallica label, I would only pay fucking 25 for this.
I haven't
I
tried
would
many
agree with
whiskeys,
that.
but I would take Bullet.
No shit, I take Bullet. Bullet's
just saying.
$27.
I know, exactly.
Get up,
The
TX.
price.
I take TX over that. I'm a Texas boy.
Take the ball, baby.
Well, hell, I would do Maker's Mark. I would.
I do Maker's Mark over this
Yeah,
too.
I'd buy a bottle of Black Velvet Reserve. It's
Oh,
probably
now
as
we're
cheap
just
as you can
bashing
get.
it.
So
Okay.
throw no, because
That's
like I
good.
said, I like to mix my drinks.
Yeah.
I don't really drink it straight. So for me, bottle of Black Velvet Reserve, I spend maybe $19 on that. 2 liter of Coke, I'm good for a week.
Cheap whiskey.
Oh shit! There you go. Here's what we'll say. Let's compare it to like the big boys out there, like the Jack Daniels, the what's the one from Canada everyone likes?
Canada.
The
Is
big
that
one,
Crown
dude.
Royal?
Oh, Crown Royal.
Crown Royal, yeah.
Crown Royal.
Okay, how does it compare to this? It's better than both of those.
Easily,
I think
hands
so.
Because Jack
down.
Daniels is way too sweet, and so is Crown.
I think
Crown
Jack
Royal.
Daniels
Yeah, Jack Daniels
overrated,
is,
dude.
Jack Daniels is only good with Coke.
It's only
way
What's
it's
the other
going.
one? The big one, Walker.
Johnny Walker.
Well, that's more
Okay,
of a
I would
Scotch
prefer
than a
Johnny
whiskey.
Walker.
But That's
Is it
also
more of
more
a Scotch?
expensive. Johnny
Yeah.
Walker's going to be more expensive.
Well, it
than
depends.
Scotch.
If you get the black label, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
The red label's good. I would say
Okay,
this
I
one and
don't-
the red label are pretty close.
Yeah.
So I've never actually
Pretty
tried
close.
the label. I've only tried the black label and the blue label.
Okay,
And
black
those
label's
those are both the scotches.
yeah. The black label's better than this one. The red label's just aged 5 years, 3 years. I don't remember. What is it?
Okay.
Do you know? You don't
Garrett's
know.
already drunk,
Garrett's already done.
This, I believe, is.
Stop asking me questions, cocksuckers. That's all he
Let
knows.
me just sit and enjoy.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm guessing this isn't even aged like a year or anything. They aged it by just playing Metallica's music through giant ass fucking speakers at the casks.
Well, hopefully it was their OG catalog and not
Oh
Risk.
my god.
Or no, Risk. Not Saint Anger.
As long as it's not Saint Anger or Reload, I'm fine
Well, that's
with
the
it.
next we got to do. We're gonna do
Risk.
one. Say maybe you should do it with us. We're gonna do. So Megadeth's worst album is called Risk. Okay, it's
Okay.
horrible,
Okay.
and it came out around the same time Saint Anger came out. I think they're 2 years apart.
Nah,
now.
it's a
Alright.
little separation.
bit earlier.
So
yeah.
I gotta
So-
wade through the shit for you guys now.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
instead of giving pentagrams of truth, we give crosses of shame.
Ooh. Okay, I might be down with this then.
Oh, so
Yeah.
down
Might be
for
down.
this. Let's do it.
What? Red Label's 10 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
well,
almost as much as most.
this I would
most
say this one is
bottom shelf
comparable
scotches.
to the Red Label Johnny Walker. That's my review.
It's a good whiskey. I like it.
I'm not a taste reviewer. Already said I'm a metalhead. I just listen
Yeah.
to music and drink. I don't
Yeah,
give a
and
fuck.
Yep.
And it's advertised by Metallica, so that's why we vote this over Johnny
right.
Walker.
Speaking of Metallica, before we go into this, did you guys see the newest scandal with the Metallica price tickets
yeah.
with Ticketmaster?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, what's
man.
going on?
So apparently, they would take a bunch of the tickets and already put them out as resale to like up the value of the ticket
Oh, fuck.
to just fuck people over to make it seem like more people had bought. I don't
Yeah.
know how much influence actually Metallica had. Probably not that much.
Yeah, no,
But like
I-
the managers
I don't
and
think
stuff.
so,
Yeah,
did.
dude.
I'd
It's all
imagine
management.
anything just like their tour manager or something said something about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine that
Well,
they would even
Man,
do
the
something
greed
like
was
that.
up the roof on that.
Yeah, and Ticketmasters, they've already gotten in trouble so many times with just fucking
yeah.
people with fees.
They do,
Yeah,
dude.
Ticketmaster fucks people up.
Word of advice to anyone who uses Ticketmaster:
Don't.
just go to the venue and buy the ticket and save yourself $15, $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how far the venue is, because maybe gas will take it. But if you're close to the venue, go pick up the ticket.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Speaking of which, anyone excited for S&M 2?
Yeah, I want to see that in theaters.
Yeah, I'll go see it.
I want to go
I,
see that.
I would
see
go
it.
see it in theaters. If I can get time off for it and the wife doesn't complain, I will go.
Well, it's only gonna be like $10, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, she,
hopefully.
Well, she
I'll go
also
check-
likes
Some of those
Metallica. She'll
events-
come with. She'll come with.
You know, when we
Yeah.
saw the Big Four, that shit was $20, dude.
But it was 4 hours, dude.
Yeah,
it was like
I
almost
get you.
5 hours.
Well, it's 2 hours and whatever.
I mean, it's
Shut up.
it's
and it was
probably-
and it was live streamed in Bulgaria.
Nah, but they skipped like a couple songs. They for sure cut.
No,
a
they
couple.
didn't, dude.
Yes,
We
they did
saw-
for Slayer. I promise, dude. We'll look
I
it
don't
up.
think so. We'll have to look
Think
it up
again.
later.
We will bring it up.
Think again, part 4.
yeah, this is not worth the time to
Yes.
But
fact
anyway,
check
I
this.
like that more. Like some artists, more like some of the bigger artists should do that too. I know Metallica. You have to have a big budget, and a big market to do it.
Avenged needs to do that.
Avenged should do it. I think Rush
Ghost
should do
maybe
it.
one day.
I don't
Ghost.
even know if Rush would, care enough to do it.
Well, they're
love-
done now.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but even if they did go and tour again, they're not going to record it for
Maiden?
for
No,
theaters.
for sure.
They're
But it was
just gonna
cool.
have fun.
Maiden should do it. They
I
should.
could see them doing.
Yeah,
it.
we should do like a. I don't know. I liked it in the theater. It was badass to have
yeah.
like the fucking big sound coming
Yeah.
at you and you're
Well,
watching
I could,
it.
I could see Judas Priest maybe doing something like
Ooh,
that.
that would be good
Ooh,
too.
that'd
The
be fun.
priest.
Okay,
Priest
I'm not gonna
Reloaded.
lie. For me, Triumph or Saxon would be really big to see something like
See,
that.
I don't know much Triumph. I know Saxon would be sick.
Saxon's pretty cool. I
The
like
Scorps?
them. Oh, they're big enough.
The
They're a
Scorpions
Vegas
always
act
do.
now.
Scorpions, yeah.
Goes Everyone
Live
out there who
stream that.
missed that joke, you don't want to hear it.
Oh
There's
man.
just shitting on the Scorps back there. Don't diss on the Scorps, dude. And that year, by the way, River City Rock Fest, it was the Scorpions and Megadeth. So that was a pretty good lineup. Although I will say, Megadeth is horrible live.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Megadeth fan, but Dave, come on.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I
still,
know.
it was still better than this year's lineup.
What was this year's?
I think the biggest poll was 9 Inch Nails.
No, that was last year's. They
Was that last
canceled
year?
this year.
Oh, they canceled
Yeah.
this year, right?
Yeah.
Last year, like I remember my wife being like, "We gotta go," and I'm like, "Why?" I mean, I know you really want to go see Joan Jett, but it's not that big of a deal.
It was
to me.
very. It was more catered to the rock.
By the way,
Sure.
everyone, we're talking about the River City Rock Fest in San Antonio.
Oh yeah,
It's
there you
very.
go. Our small festival.
It's
It's the biggest we got. Unfortunately,
it's the biggest we got, and it's an interesting festival.
ever
sometimes.
since we lost Verizon Wireless Amphitheater.
Was that? It's so
Yeah.
good it got
Yeah.
canceled. That's Garrett's joke right there.
Well, that's
coming
what
back.
happened with the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater, and ever
Yeah.
since then we have not had a good festival.
Last note. I miss Mayhem Festival.
Oh, I miss Mayhem
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh
All
well.
right,
Okay,
moving
let's
on.
move on.
Yeah.
Track number 5. This is a battle, guys.
What? I don't think it's that much.
Whiplash
of a battle.
versus Rattlehead.
Dude.
Both bangers.
They're both
Both
bangers.
I already know
Bangers.
you're voting, but I would definitely say it's a battle.
It's a
Okay,
battle.
I
Let's
think
talk
the
about let's talk
drumming-
about one by one before we go into the picks.
Okay,
So go
okay.
ahead if you're gonna.
Oh, for Rattlehead, the drumming is insane, dude.
Oh, it's
Probably one of
awesome.
the best drumming performances on both albums.
Yeah.
What's the drummer's name?
Gar
Garson?
Samuelson. Gar Samuelson.
Gar Sam. Dude, that guy kills
R.I.P.
it in this song, dude.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man.
Rest in peace.
Oh wow.
Just to play
See
on
you guys
my
later.
out.
See you guys later. Just
Hey,
later.
I'm only making a play on the album.
Here,
Honestly,
twist the bottle back around so we get that black and logo.
sorry.
Oh, come on. There you go.
Have to be detailed,
Have to
Sam.
be detailed.
my
oriented.
apologies.
kidding.
Okay,
and,
but-
and my condolences to the man. I did not mean to disrespect.
You
Only
son of a
naming,
bitch. You son of a
only
No,
naming
but-
one of Megadeth's albums.
The thing with Rattlehead is this is the most straightforward thrasher on the song,
is.
like in the album. But so is Whiplash. So it's a
Yeah.
good matchup. You know, Rattlehead's a really basic riff. It goes. It's a banger.
It's
I
straight
was-
to the point.
Straight to the point. You know, just a little bit to say about this. One time, the very first metal show I ever went to was Megadeth in 08. And I saw them and with Machine Head Suicide Silence. I think I brought it up in another episode. But since Suicide Silence dropped off the bill, Megadeth got an extended set and they busted out Rattlehead.
Oh, shit.
And me as a droogie, I lost my mind. But I will tell you, when we saw Whiplash for Metallica, that shit was amazing.
Oh my god.
The X Games.
You see all those old people.
All the
dude,
old
go-
schoolers. Oh,
Dude.
every T.O. and the fucking everywhere went nuts. They're always Whiplash.
Circle
fuck,
pits,
circle
dude.
it
There
up,
are
homie.
circle pits.
It was
there.
great. Fuck, I don't know. They're both straightforward.
Dude.
I love Rattlehead, dude. I just love
You
it.
just
but
love it. But Whiplash, dude, Lars actually shows a really good performance on this.
no, he
track.
doesn't,
Yes, he
dude.
does.
What's
I
the
like-
good performance? Garth, no, dude.
Dude, I like it.
I disagree. The song is good. It's
I
straightforward.
love his drum intro, and then the actual riffs are pretty good.
The
both-
riffs are
okay,
very good.
Yeah.
Both
Yes.
riffs are the easiest riffs in the world.
And
One
yet
is
they're still fantastic and some heavy fucking energy.
That's true, dude.
It is,
It's
dude.
true.
And the solo is better on Whiplash.
The solo's for sure better on
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Like, honestly, if people asked what thrash metal was, Whiplash would be one of the songs I would choose.
I think,
I think
either
both
one
of
of
them
Well, I
would
think
be up
both
there.
of them would.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
completely
of the
agree with you.
songs
Yeah.
on the album, Hit the Lights and Whiplash are the two biggest thrash songs on this album, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I would say Whiplash for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so if this was remastered, if we were doing a remaster, I think Rattlehead would have beat Jump in the Fire. But it's not beating Whiplash, dude.
Okay.
Whiplash is better than
Wait
Jump
a
in the
second.
Fire.
Wait a second, dude.
Whiplash is better than Jump in the Fire. but-
Whiplash
Yes.
is better than Jump in the Fire. But
And Rattlehead
Jump in the
is
Fire,
better than Jump in Fire. You're crazy.
that's
to think
close.
that.
They're really
no,
close.
No, it's
I think
not.
I think we just revealed what we're all voting for by transitive property.
Yeah, I think you're
I'm
right.
taking
Yeah.
Whiplash.
I'm taking
Like
Whiplash.
I'm taking Whiplash too.
Wow, I thought you were taking Rattlehead.
No, I love Rattlehead, but dude, it hasn't aged on me as well as Whiplash has.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because of how basic Whiplash is that I would think, oh, you know, when I put it back on, I'm not going to groove. Dude, I groove.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
sometimes when I put on Rattlehead, I'm like, oh, here I come. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
stand up at your feet.
I'm
Although
just,
one thing that I do love about Whiplash is specifically the lines, "We'll never stop, we'll never quit."
Because we're Metallica.
It's their
shit's
first
hard.
fucking album, and they're that fucking cocky to say, "Yeah,
Dude,
we're
but
Metallica."
they're
They
confident,
knew.
dude.
But
They
Rattlehead,
knew.
the dose of metal you need to bang your head till you bleed.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a great fucking
come
line.
on.
It's a great
It's
fucking
a great
line.
line.
Gosh, dude.
Oh, both so good. No, I gotta go Whiplash. I gotta be true to
Yeah.
myself. I love Megadeth, but going song for song, going back to back, it's Whiplash is the better song.
It is.
I agree.
Damn. So
I
Whiplash,
agree.
it's the pentagram of truth. Let's move on to track number 6, Phantom Lord versus the Chosen Ones. Dude, this was closer than I thought it was going to be.
This is closer than I think too.
So the thing about Phantom Lord is I always think about is that slowdown part is the exact same as that one song from Countdown from Extinction from Megadeth. This Is My Life.
Oh, yeah. And I love that
But on
part.
the Megadeth version, he goes, "This was my life." But
Yeah.
that's the exact same. So Dave obviously wrote that part. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But I think Phantom Lord is one of the ones where it's like that's strictly Mustaine writing. Maybe James did the lyrics, but I'm pretty sure Dave did the majority of it.
Yeah, dude. It has that old intro 80s vibe from the beginning. Oh.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
for sure a derivative of Motorhead. Again,
Definitely.
I feel like that first riff is very Motorhead.
Has an old school jam to it.
I
for
do
sure.
like it. But Chosen Ones is such a goofy twist. It's kind of like Megadeth meets Anthrax
All
a
right,
little
dude.
bit. 'Cause
I think
I-
Chosen
I
One
would
is a
agree with
hidden
that.
gem on this album. For
me
sure.
Too. Me too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Me too. It's not as extreme. It's more. It's like
It's
goofier. Like
it's
like
goofy, but it has
crossover.
groove.
Ding, 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 ding,
It's
ding,
fun.
ding.
It does remind me of Anthrax. That's why I love it
Yeah.
so much,
Really?
dude.
Yeah, I was going to say I like it too.
Yes. Oh man.
You know which part? I love Phantom Lord, but I really don't like that end where he's like, "Fall to your knees." Hasn't aged that well to
Yeah,
me.
it doesn't
Lord,
translate as
Phantom
well now.
Lord.
Back then, dude, I was in love with Phantom Lord, but the more I listen to Metallica and just like metal in general, it's the default
Lord,
now.
Phantom Lord has not aged as well as some
No,
of the
it
other songs
hasn't.
on the album.
No, it hasn't. Which is sad.
Yeah,
I used to
because it was a
love Phantom
really
Lord.
good song. It was one of my favorite songs on the album for a very long time. I grew up, I listened to better things, and it's just like this song, it has its moments, but
It's mid-tier.
I'm just not in love with
Yeah,
it.
dude. Chosen One has so many parts to it. There's different little like transitions in the song. Dude.
Yeah.
I really like it. I don't know.
So what are you guys going to go with? What's the pick?
It's actually
This one's pretty
it's
close, dude.
But
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna take Chosen Ones.
What?
Yeah.
I'm honestly, it's a tough one, and just by us sitting here talking about it, I've been going back and forth on which one I think I prefer.
Yeah.
And I also realized I haven't voted for a single song on Killing Is My Business. yet.
Oh,
Damn.
You're
Yeah.
taking
So Chosen Ones.
I think I'm gonna go Chosen Ones on this
Wow,
one.
what do you
Both of
think?
them are very good songs. I do not like Phantom Lord as much as I did when I was younger, but
exactly.
I, do
I
still
feel
really
the
like
same
song.
way you do, man.
And I think that's why I'm making my decision in this way.
So, like I said, I think Phantom Lord's kind of not as great as I thought. Chosen Ones too, though. I think it's good, not great. It is goofier. It is a change up. But for me, and I've heard Chosen Ones a shit ton because you know I'm a droogie. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to go with Phantom Lord, honestly.
Wow.
I do love Chosen Ones, but I think Phantom Lord is the better song. But like I said, this one's really, really close. So I can see why you guys
Yeah.
picked the Chosen One. So Chosen Ones gets the pentagram of truth.
Damn.
So let's go on to track number 7, No Remorse versus Looking Down the Cross. Y'all should already know what I'm going with because
I know
I
what
thought
you're
No
going with,
Remorse
yeah.
should be voted off.
No way.
I
Dude,
completely
No Remorse-
disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
No
with
Remorse
you.
is a bad song, dude.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
think
No,
it's
it
that
is.
a
good.
superb song, dude.
Okay,
No,
not bad,
you're
not bad.
crazy.
It's bottom tier. It's just okay.
See, I don't even consider it bottom tier. Metal Militia, yes, that I would call bottom tier.
I would call
Dude,
that.
I
yeah.
might take Metal Militia
I
over
think
No
No
Remorse.
Remorse is middle tier, and it's like in
I'd
the
say-
realm of the.
I'd
the
say
goofy.
somewhere between
Yeah.
it's somewhere between the middle and the low tier. I can understand why some people don't like it, and honestly, the thing that made it for me was Cannibal Corpse covering it.
Oh, really?
really?
Yeah,
The main riff is heavy.
it's heavy
The
as
main
Well,
hell.
okay,
riff
what
is
was that
heavy.
Barnesy? Was it the Barnesy era or was
I
it
believe that was Corpse Grinder.
Oh, it's Corpse Grinder?
I believe
Okay.
it was. I
need to
may
check it
have
out.
to double check.
I do love it because this is a hidden, not a hidden. This is a little bit more digger, something I found because I dug. was when Marty Freeman from Megadeth has that show in Japan.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he does like Rock Fujiyama or whatever.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
brings Kerry King on, right? And he talks about his 5 most influential riffs, and he plays No Remorse. It's one of his most influential riffs. And him and Marty play together, and guess what, motherfuckers? Marty improvs over that, and it makes the song 10 times better.
I can imagine that.
Because
I can
Marty's
see that.
God.
Well, also, No Remorse is just it's an
very
easy song
basic.
that you can
Yeah,
grow,
to-
that you
to-
can grow
to-
off
to-
of. That doesn't mean it's bad.
Dude,
You already said
no.
that with Jump in the Fire. That it's
No,
simple, but
here's
It's a
the-
simple
here's the-
structure, but it works, dude.
Here's my argument of why it's bad.
By the way, real quick, it was Corpse Grinder era.
Oh, it
it
was
was
Corpse Grinder era.
2002. It was on Gore Obsessed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with this song, dude. It's not those riffs. The transitions towards the middle section and the end make no fucking sense.
They're not
They do
smooth.
not fit
They're
the
for
song
sure not
at
smooth.
all.
They are not.
They're not smooth. They don't fit the song. The Indian breakdown with the thrash thing is just basically just fucking whiplash.
It is.
I don't think the song works.
It is
I think
big.
it's the worst song in the album.
It's a bit cut and paste, but I actually like the riffs on this song, dude. And the lyrics are funny.
Yeah.
No, the
remorse.
riffs are fine. And no regrets. No.
We don't care what you meant, dude. It's
No.
so cool. I like it,
Well,
man.
Honestly, it kind of gives me a I guess kind of an Injustice for All feel if it wasn't as fast or heavy.
Oh, because of the
But-
transitions in the
well,
end.
It also reminds me of Live Dyers.
It's very
in a way.
abrupt.
Dude,
Yeah.
if they slow that down, holy shit, that'd be heavy.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't
that
know,
would
man.
be
I don't think this
fucking
song's working.
heavy.
For me, I think Looking Down the Cross is the most underrated song on this Megadeth
Really, I
album.
actually like Chosen Ones better, personally.
I think Looking Down the Cross builds up the song. I know, like, I love that tapping intro because it's
Yeah.
very different for, like, this album and kind of for thrash albums at the time. You know, you kind of got the atmosphere. The only thing I'll take away from Looking Down the Cross is when Dave comes and goes, "Whoa!"
Dude, that's so cheesy, dude.
But,
Come on.
dude, the riffs are so good. When down, down, down,
Yeah.
The riffs are great. They are not gonna lie, not gonna knock it.
and I think it has that really like ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. I love
But
that
just
kind
the
of
way it
style of riffing.
starts, it's reminiscent to like an old horror genre.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But then it builds up to something more, and I love the ending. Looking down the cross from the underground. It's Dave's best vocal performance on the album. That's what I'll say about
Are you
it.
saying that for original
Okay.
recording or
Original.
remastered?
I don't
Yeah.
remember the
Okay,
remastered. Sorry, guys.
I'll need to hear the original then.
He really puts the fucking vocal part in the end. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I think the song works. Crazy, it's a religious song, and what's funny is that people talk shit about Dave in the later years. Was like, oh, Dave's a Christian now. In the
Oh, yeah.
2000s, he's born again. He wrote a Christian song in their first fucking album in 1985.
Yeah.
You know what I
it's
mean?
like-
He's a religious
I don't
dude.
understand why anyone would thrash anyone for that anyway. I mean, King Diamond's a Christian.
Oh yeah, is he really a Christian?
He is a Christian, yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. He has come out and said that
Dude,
he
that's
is,
hard. We
I
just
did
literally
not know
talked
that.
about this. I mean, on the last.
I thought he was a true Satanist.
No, he is a Christian. He came out and said it a few years back.
Yeah, I know Tom Arroyo is Catholic,
Wow.
which is hilarious. That's like one of the
Dude,
best things
Stefan's
ever.
not gonna be happy, dude.
Oh, we're gonna call Stefan up. Shout out to Death Metal Hagrid, dude. What a legend. So you guys going No Remorse?
I'm going No Remorse, man.
I'm going No Remorse.
Damn, No Remorse gets the pentagram
Wow.
of truth. I think that's such a wrong decision by y'all. All right, so we're at the end
Hey,
here.
when I win, we all win.
Boy, look like you brought that whiskey. I'd be flipping out right now. All right, track number 8, dude. The end of it. Seek and Destroy versus Mechanix.
Not very close.
This is a
Not at
blowout.
all.
This is a blowout.
So we talked a lot about Mechanix when we were talking about Four Horsemen. Do we want to finish our thoughts on that?
Let's do
yeah,
it.
sure. Why not?
So let me talk about Mechanix a little bit. I still think this is a good song. Like it's a good
I still think
Megadeth
too.
song. When it's sped up, it is a great, change of pace. And I can feel Dave's kind of like anger and obsession to be, that faster, heavier band,
Yeah.
especially when listening to this song.
And especially after knowing that same song was going to come out on Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's speed this shit up and let's be faster, harder, better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did it work as a better song? No, but it's
No.
definitely harder.
Yeah.
I do like the added intro. You can hear the bass. Dave
Yeah.
fucking rips that solo. I mean, he goes fast, but does faster mean better?
No.
You just feel the anger in this song. You really
Yeah.
do.
I do like
I
hearing the
don't-
change up.
But I don't really like the lyrics all that much. And it's coming from someone that loves
What-
cars,
what is
loves
it about?
mechanics.
Like-
It's about having sex.
It's a
with,
metaphor, right? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're a mechanic.
I am,
You
yeah.
should learn. What does he say? You really thought you could be better turning screws than me? I do this for my life.
Yeah. It's
Kinda
not-
whack.
It
Kinda
doesn't.
whack.
It also doesn't really work as far as the flow of the lyrics go. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
th-
right.
This is one of the things where it's like the lyrics do not match the aggressiveness of the song.
music, yeah.
But the Four Horsemen lyrics
match
fantastic. Very epic, big. They're coming to get you. The Four Horsemen.
Dude, the doom.
Yeah.
Which is funny, I was gonna say Four Horsemen's obviously written about like Metallica and the members, so like the line on Whiplash. Chosen Ones about like the members of Megadeth.
Oh,
Yeah, they're the chosen ones with the sharp and the pointy teeth.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah.
But I think it's like I said, it's a cool sped up version. It's different, but Four Horsemen's clearly better. And compared to Seek and Destroy,
Yeah.
there's a reason why our name is Debate and Destroy, dude. It is one of the best metal songs probably ever written in history.
Yes, dude.
Agreed.
Super
entirely.
basic.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's only basic if you're only really listening to the guitar track. I mean, for me,
There's
bass,
a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, but the
bass
bass track
kills
for
it.
me has
Yeah.
always.
Boom. When he slides, I
Yeah.
love that.
And he's not playing. Cliff is not playing the exact same thing at all. He's doing his own fucking thing during most of the song compared to what Kirk and James are doing, and
Yep.
I just fucking love that.
I think this song's a masterpiece, man.
It is.
But you know
Yes.
why? There's one fucking reason they just hit it out of the ballpark with the song.
Oh,
the ending
the
breakdown
Yeah.
is so and then if you don't headbang to that,
It's so
why is
good.
it our outro? Because if you that is classic metal
It is.
fucking heaven. If you don't headbang to that,
That's
once
Metal
again,
101,
fuck,
dude.
that's Metal 101.
Yes.
Someone says, what's metal? Fucking show them the
Show 'em
song,
that.
get to the end, and you put that shit to max volume. 11, 12, 13, 14. It never gets fucking loud
No,
enough with
dude.
this fucking song.
No, it does
One of my favorite riffs probably
The
ever.
song's phenomenal.
Song's phenomenal. You can't knock Seek and Destroy. Should always be Metallica's closer. It's one of the best songs ever.
Like we said, Mechanix is good, but Seek and Destroy is on a different tier.
Seek and Destroy's on a different tier.
It's too good.
Personally, I feel like Mechanix is probably one of the weaker songs on the album.
I agree.
Wow,
I actually
really?
agree. I think it's mid.
I think it's middle.
Mid
Last-
to low.
Last Rites, Killing My Business, Skull Beneath the Skin, and Looking Down the.
Last
no,
Rites is
I'd
my
say it's-
favorite song off the album.
I'd say
I
it is-
love Last
Really?
Rites, dude.
I think I take Last Rites or Skull Beneath the Skin as one.
You
of my
already know
favorites.
how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I know. Sam
Yeah.
on a rant.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, damn. Well, Seek and Destroy gets the pentagram of truth, which brings us to our final conclusion here on,
Shit.
on fucking Debate and Destroy.
I think we may have showed our hands a little bit too much on this one.
Well, not me,
don't
dude, because
know.
I'm a droogie. But Killing Is My Business gets 3 pentagrams of truth, which means Metallica wins with 1, 2, 3, 4 pentagrams of truth.
Just
I
by
count
one.
5 there.
Oh, 5. Sorry. Drink too much whiskey. I didn't want to get it, dude. I was trying to sneak it by because I'm a Megadeth fan more. So 5-3, dude. Let's talk about this. Are you guys surprised? I think
Honestly,
No.
not at all.
not really. I mean,
No.
overall, you gotta hand it. I think just based off the production alone, it's going to be hard for anyone to get into the Metallica album. Or sorry, to the
In the
Megadeth.
The
Megadeth
album.
Megadeth one,
album.
yeah.
That makes the Metallica one stand out a lot more.
It really does.
It does.
Metallica poured their heart and soul into this one to make it the best album that they could have come out swinging with. And Megadeth put as much heroin into their bloodstreams as possible.
Yeah, but although I do love the ideas on the Megadeth one, it's very raw. A lot of people talk about like, oh, this band's first album was more raw. Dude, Megadeth literally their first album is
Yeah.
so fucking raw.
It is.
But
If you
not
want
in a
raw
good
and
way.
aggression,
Not in a good way.
I don't know. Sometimes I hear in a good way. Sometimes I know
depends,
production-wise,
man.
yes,
Yes.
not in a good way.
Yeah.
But in a songwriting perspective, with the aggressiveness of it, it is so like
hits heavy.
that's punk, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's
It is very punk,
It's
yes.
very punk, like punk and
I-
metal
But
kind
if
of.
I
they,
agree with
if
that.
they had taken the time to re-record it the right way, re-record the entire album,
the right way, it
fix
would
the
have been
production,
interesting. Yeah.
dude, that would have been amazing to see how it would have turned
recorded
out.
it like they would have if they were playing the songs live, like
Now-
how Metallica did Through the Never. If Megadeth did that, where it's just like, this is how we would play the song live, this is as clean as we can make it, as heavy as we can make it just brush through it with a fine-tooth comb and make it the best album that they possibly could, I think that the results here may have been different.
I think that could be true.
Damn.
Could be true. CBT could be true. I will ask you: have you guys ever heard the No Life to Leather? No Life to Leather demo.
Yeah,
It's
that
been-
one's fucking
it's been
raw.
years.
Yeah.
So Dave's on it, but with James, he
Yeah.
sings really high. I think that's the
Yeah.
number one thing that I noticed on it. I think it's interesting that once they got into the studio, I don't know if it was Megaforce, and I really don't know the answer to this question. Of all the documentaries I've seen, what was the reason that James went lower
Right?
and more aggressive? I think it was production.
I don't think it was production. I think it was his voice.
Maybe
No,
maturity.
dude, I don't think so.
No, because think about it.
It was only like a year later, wasn't
Well, yeah,
it?
it was only a
that
year
can
later.
change,
But,
dude.
but think of not just that. I mean, yeah, they were older now. I mean, they
But
were
not
recording
just
those
like
demos.
how
like,
high he hits it. It's also the stress of because he was kind of singing like Iron Maiden,
Right.
But then he gets more aggressive.
But I more mean the fact that when you go into the studio to record versus just laying down a demo in your garage. You laying down a demo, you're going to do 1 or 2 takes of it. If you go into the studio to do it,
you're going to perfect it. You're going to listen to it
doing,
over and over.
You're doing more than 1 take. You're doing multiple takes. I think by the end of it, he realized I can't be doing it like this.
We sound better like this.
Yeah.
No.
So a lot of vocalists that have voices where they try singing higher, they'll bring it down lower for live performances because it's just like, we got to run through this entire thing in an hour. There's no real time to rest. I can't be singing as high pitched as I can, so I'm going to bring it lower. I think that was the same kind of idea, just turned on its head, where instead it was James in the studio going, maybe I can't always be singing like this.
Yeah.
Because think about it, around the Black Album, his voice completely changed. He threw it out for a while.
Yeah. Even on Master of Puppets and Injustice.
Yeah, he
it's a
started
significant
changing,
change.
He
Yeah,
threw
there's some
out his voice,
changes.
and ever since then, he's been singing lower. And
Yeah.
quite frankly, I think
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I prefer James singing lower because, I mean, they started down-tuning a lot of their songs, and with the down-tune, they were also able to make it faster and a little bit more punchy and heavy. I think it ended up working better. Not on all of the songs. Their live recording of Orion, where it was lower down for Through the Never, I never really thought that sound, that tone was as good as it was on Master of Puppets.
I do like it, but I also do love like in Whiplash where he has the Toto scream out.
Whiplash is great in the tone that it is.
Yeah.
It should never change.
Damn. All right, guys. Well, if you guys have anything to say, that's the end here. Metallica.
Yeah, man.
1, 5 Pentagrams of Truth to 3. If you think Killing Is My Business is a better album, what's their opinion, JJ?
You're wrong.
Fucking wrong. You heard it here first. But anyway, we will be back next Monday with episode number 31. Like and subscribe. What can I tell you? Appreciate Sam the Destroyer coming on, the Metal Mechanic, and Loco JJ, my boy. Cheers. Try the Metallica fucking whiskey. Gave them even more money. If they don't, they don't fucking need
they
it.
don't need
but-
it.
Hey, Metallica always needs more money. That's why they sued Napster.
Exactly. On that note, we will see you next week. Peace out.
Peace
Motherfuckers.
out.
Keep on headbanging.